For Metaverse versus the storyline. Since the interview Donald Mustard gave, listen what it's become, a point scoring as to why the Metaverse destroyed the Fortnite storyline. And this idea that Donald Mustard hates the Metaverse, well, I don't think that's the case, and I'm going to explain why I think that is. It's clear that Donald Mustard didn't want the Metaverse to pull resources from his teams at that point in time. That doesn't mean he's against the overall vision of the Metaverse, but he was frustrated with how it's being done. Now, talking about interviews, here's an interesting one back in 2021 with The Verge. Our lofty goal is to create an entertainment experience of the future. I think some of that is feeling our way into what feels like it's going to be the new medium, where it's blended entertainment experience that has interactive elements. It has a linear element to it. It has things that would look more like a concert. We discovered some of the ways to do that in a cool way, but I think there's a lot more for us to discover and experiment with. I remain committed to trying crazy stuff. Other people will experiment too, and we can learn from that. I'm just excited for the medium. Fortnite is an indicator of what that could be, and by the sounds of what he's working on with the Russo brothers, I believe that's what they're working on. And that company is called AGBO, and according to this interview, Mustard's work at the company is early and still secret. A press release note confirming his status as a partner states he oversees AGBO's expansion of community-driven, interactive and immersive experiences in games and virtual worlds. His goal, he says, is to develop technologies and processes to help figure out what is the next storytelling medium of the future. And what does this even mean? Honestly, I don't know what it means, but I've got some ideas, and we have some ideas. Literally in that same interview, it's stated that Joe says, "We know what you're doing at Epic because obviously they talk, come and do it with us instead." And I mentioned this in the other video, but he seemed very supportive of Fortnite's direction at the start of the chapter. Obviously, it's very different when you're trying to appear to be nice about it, but what he did say is you're playing a true version of the dream of Fortnite. And he capitalized true and Fortnite. Of course, he can change his opinions, but this was only 5 months ago, where he would have been completely removed from the day in and day out of Epic Games. I also feel like one thing that has come clear to me during this period of time is that I don't think people understand that Donald Mustard is not the chief creative officer of the Fortnite storyline. He was the chief creative officer of Epic Games. Of course, I can't speculate what he was actually doing at Epic Games, but that would have incorporated their other properties. But of course, Fortnite is their flagship game. It's of course disappointing that it doesn't look like we're going to get the storyline that we deserve as a community. No, that's a complete lie. We're not going to get a story that Donald Mustard deserves to tell. Because as a community, we are sometimes awful. But my point is, I don't feel like there should be a Donald Mustard and a storyline versus the Metaverse, as I believe Donald Mustard wanted, as stated in his 2021 interview, a new medium, blended entertainment experience with interactive elements, which to me sounds like a Metaverse. But talking about interactive elements does make me think that he did start the foundations for Fracture. And that's maybe why Fracture failed, because he wanted to make this interactive, fun experience where we could feel like we were doing it, we were part of it. And obviously, with him being the overseer of Vibin and not of Paradise, I guess maybe it got lost in translation. They had several elements that they wanted to put in there, the interactiveness, the actual event itself, and it was just meh. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off the point here. One point I do want to get across here is when we're talking about the Fortnite storyline and when we're talking about this storytelling medium that Donald is referring to, in my personal opinion, it's not even the same thing. I feel we are honestly thinking too small. It's interesting to speculate if Donald Mustard's tenure continued, would we be seeing a different Metaverse now? In my own personal view, now, maybe not, but in a year, 2 years, 3 years time, maybe there would be considerable difference. And who knows, in 3 years time, we could be seeing what Donald is working on with the Russo brothers. Because I believe whatever we see now is in its infancy. And whatever Donald's input was at this point is now no longer going to be expanded on. But guys, let me know what you think about this and comment down below. If you did enjoy this one, leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, it's been your boy Mr. JLY. Till next time, bye bye.